We were instrumental in leading the 8th Army into Tokyo Bay the day the Japanese surrendered. Our ship was about 100 yards off of the Missouri, and we brought in many high-ranking officers. After that, we had other duties in Japan, and in January of '46, I had earned enough points to be discharged. President Truman says, "I can hold you another year beyond your enlistment. We're bringing ships out of mothballs for the Korean War, and we don't have enough trained personnel to man the ships." So I came home from work one day at noon. There were my travel orders. I went to Oakland, went aboard the USS Brinkley Bass, a destroyer, and after a brief stay there, we went into the South Pacific and joined Task Force 77, a carrier group off the coast of Korea. And there I spent another 13 months in the Navy. Of course, we were at war, and everything was aimed at winning and making a major effort to do that. So everybody was patriotic, the women, the men. Either they were in the service or they were connected in some way to the war effort. We met at the Fresno International Airport, met with many others, and boarded an Allegiant airline, flew to Baltimore, Maryland. There we boarded tour buses. We were taken to a American Legion post, treated to a barbecue dinner, and from there to the Sheraton Plaza Hotel in Washington, D.C. We visited the Iwo Jima Marine Memorial, the World War II Memorial, which had been built since we were there in 1985. From there, we had lunch at the Smithsonian at McDonald's, the largest McDonald's in the United States. They were able to handle all 160 of us at one time. From there, we visited the Navy and Vietnamese and Korean memorials, and went to Arlington, and that was very impressive. We had been there in 1985, but it was such a pleasure to see it again. We visited the tomb of the unknown soldier, witnessed the changing of the guard, the ceremonies, and our tour group donated a wreath that was placed in front of the tomb of the unknown soldier. From there, we went to the Women's Military Service Museum and the Air Force Museum. Once again, one of the tour buses returned to Baltimore, back on the plane, and back to Fresno. On the way from Kansas to Fresno, many of us were given envelopes that included thank you cards and congratulatory cards provided by people from this area. And that was a surprise and very welcome. There we had a welcoming committee that you wouldn't believe. We departed the airline and were met with a huge crowd. Probably around 1,000 people would be my guess. Well, it brought back many memories to me because some of those things I saw firsthand. Being in the Navy and going through 2 invasions of the Philippines, it brought back many memories from that whole event. Well, I certainly advise any veteran, if they're capable, to sign up and go on one of these trips. They're so well taken care of, it's not a trouble to them. Even if they're an invalid, they're well taken care of. It's so outstanding, I'm amazed.